Part number 3, the bracket at the bottom. And this one, of course, we draw it on the top plane. It's the easiest way. And there was the flip of the view cube. Okay, so we're going to start this one with a couple of circles. Okay, and then a rectangle. Now let's constrain our circles here. Let's see, what verticals work? I think, yeah. So we'll do some vertical constraints there. We need dimension. Okay, and those are like way too far out, my gosh. Okay. Of course, we need a radius or dimension on the circles. We need a dimension on the side of the rectangle. And then we also need dimension on the overall size of the rectangle. Okay, now then, and what we're going to do is we're going to draw lines from the corners up and make them tangent onto the circles, waiting for the tangent snap, waiting. Oh, there it was. It's hard to see if you're not paying attention for it, because it's right under the cursor, which you can place it and then come back and draw it, or, constrain it on there. Okay, and then some trimming and dimensioning, and I think that will get our shape back to the correct size. You do those things, I'll do those things, and we'll come back together. I placed all my dimensions, and this is the shape that I got, because I forgot about the getting the rectangle centered up. So we could do a horizontal and go midpoint of that line. That would work. Okay, now when we trim, we may have to apply some more some more constraints, or we may have issues because of dimensions. Yep. Yeah, I figured that. So one way I dealt with that a while ago is just try and move this thing. Okay, so let's go with an equal. There. Still says I need 2. Aha! This is a problem with rectangles and then exploding them as they lose that vertical thing. All right, so there we go. And so we'll extrude that to the thickness given in the book. Okay. And now the next two, the verticals, I'm going to do a sketch on this side and create one side and then mirror it over to the other side. It's easy. You can do that. Okay. Right. Okay. So I got one side sketched and extruded. I mean, it's an easy piece. This one has threaded holes in the backside. So let's go ahead and do the hole and then we'll mirror it. Let's see. It is a M12. Okay. So it's a threaded hole. We change over to our metric screws. Go to a 12 by 1.75. Is that correct? That is correct. And we can go through all since we've just got one part, and it is a full depth thread. So I'll go over here and pop it and make it concentric. Okay. And now I can mirror both of those features about that plane. Awesome. And then put a couple of holes in the top. What do we got? 12.5s. Okay. And then fillets are all R3s. Okay, so we're going to fillet around. The bottom is machined finish because it'll be mating against another part somewhere in the world. So you can put your fillets in, and it's a pretty simple fillet thing. Okay, so fillets, we got holes. I applied my cast iron material type, did my finishes to, the two drilled holes, the two sides and the bottom, added the name bracket in my iProperties for the title, and saved it as 14-39-3. And there you go. That's that part. So I'll get ready for the next one.